Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Sampson. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sampson. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the side.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Down here for the offense. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the Vols blowing out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster and showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
He's loose down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Alabama!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball keepers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. They keep attacking through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's McCoy. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Trying to punch it in. Jumped on top of the pile. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already to this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because they're...
He's going to let it go. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
On the run, it's Sampson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown ball! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and they get the easy touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
Tennessee 21, Alabama 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defense looks like they're coming. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's got it down the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Tide! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Selden. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it down the right side. Got a lot of running room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown Volunteers! The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to...
In for the score.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He finds his man. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got a lot of room to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's
lofts one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He'll take another shot here. Snatches it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
He's looking to pass. He tries to take the top off. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Vols are on the move.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're trying to slam it in. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. It's complete. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well They're throwing to NFL talent all over the field, and this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Alabama quickly back to the line. We'll see if this dude can keep it rolling. You know, 3 Alabama running backs have won the Doak Walker for the best running back in the country. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Trent Richardson. Throw in Mark Ingram, who won a Heisman. He might be able to add his name to that illustrious list.
And we can still throw people in there too. Sean Alexander, we can go back even further. Alabama's always had great running backs. And when your name gets mentioned with those guys, you talk about puffing out your chest and knowing that you've had a day or a season or a career when you get mentioned with those kind of cats.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! What a catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and he gets downfield with a big catch. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback will audible. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to move it through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That should be the final play of the first half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
Tennessee, 35. Alabama, 28.
And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They are getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Vols! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? The first guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Finds space on the right. Off he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Volunteers get enough to move the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
To the ground with the back. Keeps the legs moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The ball's moving quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, gave the defender the business. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 42, Alabama 35.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. And he'll be brought down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away.
Tennessee 49, Alabama 35.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. Needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. And the Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Touchdown, Tennessee! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pulled down for the tackle.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Tennessee.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the ground, it's Haynes. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Alabama.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. What a disappointment. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning